Good morning, students. Today we are going to start the next method to value the goodwill. The third method is the super profit method. So what is the first method? That is the average profit and weighted average profit, and this is the super profit method. This is a very important method. Okay, so super profit is nothing but excess profit of the business made over the normal profit. Okay, that is the super profit. So in this method we are going to study how to value the amount of goodwill. Okay, that is the super profit method. So what is the formula for super profit method? See the step 4. Super profit equal to average profit minus normal profit. Okay, super profit equal to average profit minus normal profit. So in this we already know how to calculate the average profit, that is adding all the profit for all the years. If there is any loss or adjustment, we have to make that adjustment, and after that we have to divide by the number of years of the profit. We will get the average profit. Okay, the next one is how to calculate the normal profit. That is, in order to calculate the value of goodwill, formula is super profit into number of years purchase. That is the step 4. In this, the number of years purchase is already will be in the sum itself, so no problem. And super profit only we have to calculate. So in order to calculate the super profit, the formula is average profit minus normal profit, and we already know how to calculate the average profit. And now we have to calculate the normal profit, and there is a formula for calculating the normal profit. See the step 2. Normal profit equal to capital employed into normal rate of return divided by 100. So in this, normal rate of return will be in the percentage, it will be in the sum itself. So we have to calculate the capital employed. So what is meant by the capital employed? It is the value of the asset that contribute to the firm's ability to generate the revenue. So capital employed will increase the revenue of the concern. Okay, and increase, it is the value of the asset. So in order to calculate the capital employed, there is the 2 types of approaches. First one is the asset side approach, and next one is the liability side approach. Okay, so in asset side approach, how to calculate the capital employed? That is total assets minus outside liabilities. So total assets, when we are taking the total assets, we should not include the goodwill. Okay, and non-trade investment and fictitious assets and balance of the profit and loss account. That is, if profit and loss account is in the asset side, it indicates the loss. So when we are calculating the total assets, these items we should not take into account. And outside liabilities, that is, we already know, that is the creditors, sundry creditors, bills payable, outstanding expenses, and prepaid income. If there is any prepaid income, we have to add, and some other short-term loans and advances from the bank, which is a short-term. Long-term borrowings do not include in the outside liabilities. So this is the asset side approach. When we are calculating the capital employed through the liability side approach, we have to include the share capital in the liability side, and if there is any reserves and surplus, and if there is any profit, we have to add all the amount, and some of the asset which is not taken into account, which is in the asset side, that assets to be subtracted. That is a non-trade investment, fictitious assets. Fictitious assets means that is miscellaneous expenses and profit and loss account debit balance, that is the asset side balance. If profit and loss account is in the asset side, it indicates the loss. That item is called as the fictitious asset. And other miscellaneous expenses. Miscellaneous expenses and profit and loss account debit balance is called as the fictitious asset. We have to subtract those items. Okay, so in this way we have to find the what is that? Capital employed. So after calculating the capital employed, we have to find the normal profit. That is capital employed into normal rate of return divided by 100. Okay. And after finding the normal profit, we have to come to the step 3 to calculate the super profit. Okay, and for that we have to know the average profit. That is average profit. See the step 1, total adjusted profit of the last few years. Total adjusted profit. After adjusting some of the adjustments, we have to find the total profit. That is called as a total adjusted profit, because we are adjusting some of the items in each and every year, no, as per the information. So it is called as total adjusted profit divided by number of years. It is the average profit. And we calculated the normal profit. So average profit minus normal, that is called as excess of profit over the normal profit, is called as the super profit. And then it is very easy to find the value of goodwill. That is super profit into number of years purchase. Okay, so super profit is over. Okay, and next, while calculating the average capital employed, that is the capital employed, if there is capital employed directly, so we will take, by seeing the asset side approach or liability side approach, we will find the capital employed. So average capital employed can be used to calculate the normal profit. Average capital employed can be used as per the information. So the same formula, instead of capital employed, we are writing average capital employed. So average capital employed equal to opening capital employed plus closing capital employed divided by 2. Okay, this is the formula to calculate the average capital employed. So as per the sum, we can use the formulas. If there is the opening capital employed and closing capital employed, instead of writing to calculate the normal profit, capital employed, we have to write average capital employed into normal rate of return divided by 100. Okay. So we have to keep all the steps in our mind while calculating the value of goodwill under the super profit method. Okay. So next, while calculating the total asset, we should be keep in mind. So this the following, that is the asset. This asset should not be taken into account while taking the amount, while calculating the amount of total asset. And if the super profit, if you are calculating the super profit, if it is coming in the negative balance, then what is the meaning? That there is no goodwill in the business. Okay, that there is no goodwill in the business. Keep in mind. Okay. Next, see the sum. It's a very easy sum. The profit is given for the 4 years, and in this sum they are asked to calculate the normal rate of return is also given, that is 10%, and they are asked to calculate the value of goodwill on the basis of 2.5 years purchase of the average profit for the last 4 years. Okay, so by seeing the sum, we can able to understand, that is in this sum there is a capital employed, normal rate of return, and it is asked to calculate the value of goodwill on 2.5 years purchase of the average profit. So all this information is relating to the super profit method. Okay, So in the sum, it's a very simple sum. So there is a only in 2008 there is a loss. So we have to add all the profit and we have to subtract the loss. We will get the total profit. And what is the average profit? If it is divided by 4, we will get the average profit. Okay. Average profit is over. Next step is to find the normal profit, because super profit equal to average profit minus normal profit. So we have to find the normal profit. Okay. See, normal profit equal to, what is the formula? Capital employed into normal rate of return divided by 100. So what is the capital employed? In the sum, the amount is given directly, that is 80,000. So 80,000 into normal rate of return is 10%. It's very easy sum. Just we are applying the formula, that's all. And we have to find the super profit, that is average profit minus normal profit, and we have to find the goodwill. It's a very easy sum. Okay, next come to the illustration 12. So in this sum, the capital investment is given. Okay, and rate of return on capital is 12%. Find the value of the goodwill of the business if there is 3 years purchase of average super profit of the past 5 years. It is also very simple sum. Do it as a homework sum. Okay, so illustration 12 is a homework sum. It's the same method, so you have to do by yourself. Okay. Next, see the illustration 13. A business firm had the asset of 1,50,000 including the cash of 10,000. So in this sum, the capital employed is not given directly. The partner's capital account showed a balance of rupees 12,000. Partner's capital account, and the reserve constituted the rest. If the normal rate of return is 10% and the goodwill of the firm is valued at 48,000 at the 4 years purchase of super profit, find the average profit of the firm. So in this sum, instead of finding the goodwill of the firm is given. Under which method? Super profit. And they are asked to find the average profit. Okay, so first you write the formula, goodwill equal to super profit into number of years purchase. So what is the amount of goodwill? That is 48,000. So first you are going to find the super profit. So as per the mathematics rules, 48,000 equal to super profit into number of years purchase is 4 years. So from this we can able to calculate the super profit. That is 48,000 divided by 4. Okay, so now we finished to calculate the super profit. That is 12,000. The next one is normal profit. What is the formula? Capital employed into normal rate of return divided by 100. So capital employed in the sum is, what is this? What is the amount? 1,50,000. Okay, wow. 1,50,000. So in the sum, the asset is given. Asset including the cash. So no need to include the amount of 10,000 because it is already included in the total asset. That is 1,50,000. So we have to use the asset side approach. We have to use the asset side approach. That is capital employed is 1,50,000. Normal rate of return is, what is the percentage? 10%. So from this we can able to calculate the normal profit. Now come to the super profit. What is the formula? Average profit minus normal profit. So we already calculated 12,000. So it is very easy to calculate the average profit. Okay. So very simple sum. So do by yourself. And illustration 14 also homework sum. Try by yourself. Okay, so all the sums, it's the same method. Okay, so illustration 14. Illustration 15, 16 and 17 sum. 17th sum and 18th sum. Okay, so do all the sums as a homework sums. It's a very simple problems applying the formula. That's all. You have to read the sum, and you have to understand what all the information is given in the sum, and you have to make, if there is any adjustments, you have to make the adjustments, and you have to find the amount of goodwill. Okay, so very simple sum. So do by yourself, and if you are having any doubt, I will clarify the doubts. Okay, next we are going to see the next method, that is capitalization method. To value the amount of goodwill, you are going to study about the capitalization method. In capitalization method, goodwill can be calculated in two ways, that is capitalization of average profit or capitalization of super profit. So as per the sum, we have to calculate it. Okay, capitalization of average profit. What are all the steps? See the steps. First, we have to calculate the average profit. And when you are calculating the average profit, we have to subtract the remuneration or salary which is payable and interest on investment, if any. Okay, so this items we have to subtract. And next one is capitalized average profit. First one is we have to find the average profit, and second step is we have to find the capitalized average profit, that is average profit into 100 divided by normal rate of return. Okay, 100 divided by normal rate of return, that is the capitalized average profit. And third step is value of goodwill, that is capitalized value of average profit minus net asset. This is the steps to calculate the capitalized value of goodwill under the capitalization of average profit method. And see the capitalization of super profit. The first one is capitalization of average profit, next one is the capitalization of super profit. So in this also, first we are calculating the average profit, and next one is calculating the normal profit, because in super profit, what is the formula? Average profit minus normal profit. I am right. So the same method is following in this capitalization of super profit also. So normal profit, as per the already studied, capital employed into normal rate of return divided by 100. And how to calculate the amount of goodwill, that is super profit into 100 divided by normal rate of return. Under the capitalization of super profit, value of goodwill equal to super profit into 100 divided by normal rate of return. So be thorough with this formulas under this two method. Okay, first we are going to see capitalization of average profit. Capitalization of average profit. See the first step. First we are going to calculate the average profit, and next one is capitalize the average profit to calculate the total value of the business, that is average profit into 100 divided by normal rate of return. Okay, first one is we have to find the average profit, and next one is capitalize average profit, that is average profit into 100 divided by normal rate of return, and finding the capital employed. Okay, in capital employed we will use the two approach, asset side approach and liability side approach. So capital employed equal to total asset minus outside liabilities. So the same rules we have to follow. When we are calculating total assets, we should not include the amount of goodwill, non-trade investment and fictitious asset, that is the miscellaneous expenses and profit and loss account balance in the debit side, that is the loss. We should not include, that is called as the fictitious assets. And outside liabilities, we already know: creditors, bills payable, outstanding expenses, prepaid income, and short-term loan. When you are using the liability side approach, the same formula. Okay, and to calculate the value of goodwill under the capitalization of average profit, capitalized value minus net asset, that is the actual capital employed, that is the difference of the step 2 and step 3. Step 2, from the step 2 we will calculate the capitalized average profit. So capitalized average profit is also called as the capitalized value. Okay, minus net asset means, that is, we are taking the total asset and we are subtracting some of the outside liabilities, so we are getting the net asset, that is the actual capital employed. In this way we have to find the value of goodwill under the capitalization of average profit method. Okay, it's also very simple sums. And see the illustration 19. Average profit of the business is 40,000 during the last few years, and the normal rate of return is 10%. They are asked to calculate the value of goodwill by the capitalization method, and the value of all the information is given directly, so it is very easy. So first you have to, in order to calculate the value of goodwill, what is the formula? Capitalized average profit minus net asset. So in this sum, net asset is given directly, 3,28,000, and first we have to find the capitalized average profit. So what is the formula of calculating the capitalized average profit? That is average profit into 100 divided by normal rate of return. I am right? So in this sum, average profit is also given directly, 40,000 into 100 divided by normal rate of, that is 10%. So 100 divided by 10, we will get the 44 lakhs. And then we can easily calculate the amount of goodwill, that is capitalized value or capitalized average profit minus net asset. Okay, it's a very simple sum. And we see the illustration 20. See the illustration 20. Average profit of the business is given and normal rate of return is 10%. So they asked to calculate the value of goodwill by the capitalization method. So asset of the business 6 lakhs including goodwill. So in total asset, it includes the value of goodwill 18,000. So we should not include that. As per the rules, when we are calculating the asset, we should not include the goodwill. So we have to subtract the amount of goodwill from 6 lakhs. So 6 lakh minus 18,000, the balance amount is called as the net asset. That is the asset amount. In that asset amount, we have to subtract the outside liabilities. So outside liabilities is given directly. It's very simple. So asset is 5,82,000 minus outside liabilities. The balance is that net asset. Balance is called as the net asset. So if you asset from the asset, if you are subtracting the outside liability, it is called as the net asset. Keep in mind. The next one is the capitalized value of average profit. What is the formula? That is average profit into 100 divided by normal rate of return. So average profit is also given directly. That is 43,200 into 100 divided by normal rate of return is 10. So it is easy. Next, value of goodwill. Formula is capitalized average profit minus net asset. So 4,32,000 minus 3,42,000, that is 90,000 is the value of goodwill. It's a very easy sum. Okay. Next, see how to calculate the amount of goodwill. There is a two methods in the capitalization method. No, that is capitalization of average profit. The next one is the capitalization of super profit. The same method, that is super profit. What is the format? What is the formula we used in the super profit? The same we are going to use in this capitalization of super profit also. There is no changes at all. Okay, so next one is capitalization of super profit. Okay, in this, see what is the first step? First we have to calculate the capital employed. So there is a two approaches. Capital asset side approach, what is the formula? Total asset minus outside liability, the same format of taking account of asset. In liability side approach, the same one. Share capital, free reserves and other profit we have to take into account, and we have to subtract the non-trade investment which is in the asset side, and if there is any fictitious assets we should not include. Okay, so in this way also we can able to calculate the capital employed. And what is the step 1? That is the calculating the normal profit. We already studied in the super profit method itself, no? That is capital employed into normal rate of return divided by 100. That is the normal profit. And next one is the average profit. That is the total adjusted profit divided by number of years. It's very easy. And what is the formula for calculating the super profit? Same formula, average profit minus normal profit. And in the last step only, the formula is different. In the super profit method, what is the formula? Goodwill equal to super profit to number of years purchase. But in capitalization of super profit, instead of multiplying the number of years purchase, we are doing super profit into 100 divided by normal rate of return. So the last step only, the formula is different. Okay, the other steps the same step which we followed in the super profit method. Okay, it's a very simple sum. So see the illustration 21, all the information is given directly, so it is a very simple sum. Okay. So illustration 21 and 22 is a homework sum. Do by yourself. Illustration 21 and 22 is the homework sum. So direct information, since direct we are going to apply in the formula, that's all. Okay, so very simple sum. And see the illustration 23. The profit for the last 5 years is given in the sum, and if there is no loss in the sum, so no problem. Average capital employed is given directly, normal rate of return is also given directly, and they are asked to calculate the value of given on the basis of 2.5 years purchase of average profit and 2.5 years purchase of super profit. Okay, there is a 4 methods. The first one is average profit method, that is a 2.5 years purchase. Super profit method, capitalization of average profit method, and capitalization of super profit method. It's a very simple sum. Okay, so 4 methods we have to calculate the value of goodwill. So on the basis of the average profit, we have to add the all amount of profit. Okay, we have to add the all amount of the profit, and we have to divide by how many years is there? That is the 5 years. So we have to divide by 5, we will get the amount. And what is the formula? Goodwill equal to adjusted average profit into number of years purchase. So see the sum, 2.5 years purchase of average profit, so 2.5. Okay, so that is 1,60,000. So very simple sum. Next one is the super profit. Okay, super profit is the same, we already calculated the average profit. So for that we have to find out the normal profit to find out the super profit, because average profit minus normal profit. What is the formula? Capital employed into normal rate of return divided by 100. What is the amount of capital employed? This also the sum directly 1 lakh. Normal rate of return is 220%. So it is very simple sum. So we are applying the formula in the sum. Okay, and if there is any adjustments, we have to do the adjustment first, and then we have to apply the formula. Okay, next one is the capitalization of average profit. So what is the formula? Average profit into 100 divided by normal rate of return. We already find the average profit, so 100 divided by 20. Capitalization of super profit, what is the formula? Super profit into 100 divided by normal rate of return. Super profit we already calculated in the second method itself. The same method only we are repeating in the fourth, capitalization. So no need to repeat the same steps. We already calculated super profit in the second method itself. So no need to repeat the steps. Okay. What is the super profit? That is 44,000 into 100 divided by 20. Okay. It's a very simple sum. See the illustration 24. Illustration 24, the same. There is a loss in the third year, so we have to subtract that loss, and there is a capital employed directly. Normal rate of return is also directly, and remuneration to the manager is payable every year 2,000 per annum. There is some of the adjustment. Asset of the firm excluding goodwill. So the amount of goodwill is excluded. That is 30,000. And outside liability is 18,000. So from this information we have to find the amount of goodwill. What are all the methods? 2 years purchase of average profit, 2.5 years of super profit, capitalization of average profit, and capitalization of super profit. Okay, so first one is we have to find the total profit. What is the total profit? That is 10,000. We have to subtract the 2 years loss. 10,000 plus 8,000 minus 5,000 minus 3,000 plus 20,000. Because the loss we have to subtract. Keep in mind. That is the total profit. And next one is the net average profit. Net average profit. That is 30,000. Total profit is 30,000 divided number of years is 5 years. So 6,000 is the average, not is the net average profit, that is the average. 6,000 is the average profit, and if there is any adjustment we have to subtract. That is remuneration to the manager is payable every year 2,000. So remuneration is one of the expenses, so we have to subtract. Okay, we have to subtract that remuneration. It is specified, that is remuneration is payable every year. So only we are, after finding the average profit, we are subtracting that amount of remuneration. If it is indicated for a specific year, so in the specific year we have to subtract that amount. Okay, this is the differences. It is not indicated in a specified year. No, in 2008 or 2009. It is specified as it is payable every year. So for all the years, 2,000 is payable as a remuneration to the manager. So only after calculating the average profit, we are subtracting that remuneration expenses. So the balance amount 4,000 is called as the net average profit. So before subtracting the remuneration, it is called as the average profit. After subtracting the remuneration, it is called as the net, because we are subtracting the expenses, no, so it is called as a net average profit. Okay, and next one is the goodwill. It is the same procedure, that is average profit into number of years purchase, that is a 2 years purchase. And next one is the super profit method. The same method, find the amount of normal profit, that is capital employed into 10 divided by 100, and find the super profit, that is average profit. We already calculated in the first method itself, so no need to repeat the same steps. Average profit we already calculated in the first method, that is 4,000. Not the average profit, is a net average profit, that is 4,000. So 4,000 minus what is the normal profit, we will get the super profit, and we have to calculate the amount of goodwill, that is super profit into number of years purchase, that is 2.5 years. Okay, now come to the capitalization of average profit. Capitalization of average, the same one, that is average profit into 100 divided by normal rate of return. Average profit we already calculated. Okay, so what is the formula of calculating the amount of goodwill under the capitalization of average profit? Capitalized average profit minus net asset. That is the formula, no? So capitalized average profit, that is a separate formula. That is average profit into 100 divided by normal rate of return. That's over. And we have to find the net asset, no? So what is the formula for net asset? Total asset minus outside liability. In total asset, it already that is, it is already indicated that amount of goodwill is not included. Excluding means it's not included, so no problem. So 30,000 minus outside liability is 18,000, that is 12,000. So it is called as the net asset. Okay, and come to the capitalization of super profit. It's a very simple formula. Super profit into 100 divided by normal rate of return. Super profit we already calculated in the second method itself, so no need to repeat the same steps. Okay, so very simple sums. Okay, so do all this sums. And illustration 25 and 26, try to do the sum, and if you are having any doubt, we will discuss in the next class. Okay, so today we finish the capitalization method. Super profit, first we finish the super profit method and the capitalization method. In capitalization method there is a two ways: capitalization of average profit and capitalization of super profit. So before doing the sum, first put the heading super profit method, write all the steps, write all the formulas, and then start to do the problem. Okay, the same procedure you follow in the capitalization method also. So write the heading, and there is a two ways, no? Capitalization of average profit, write the steps, write the formula, and for the capitalization of super profit, write the steps and formula, and then start to do the problems. Okay, okay students, thank you.